homeowner of a new build property having dispute with neighbor over garden room build. Backstory. I am a relatively new homeowner. Me and my wife bought a detached property in June 2021 in South Oxfordshire. We have got on fairly well with our neighbours. They are a bit older than us, so appreciate the quiet of where we live. There's been a few small disputes over the last 2 years. I positioned a camera facing my property's front garden but on a wall separating us on my land, but he said it looked ugly as this wall is next to his house too. I kept it up and he didn't say anything else about it. They also complained about some noise down a 2.2 meters gap between us where our chest freezer is. It's heavy and squeaks a lot when we open it or move it. Their kitchen backs onto this gap and there is some vents above the gap, so this is probably why. So all in all, this gap is about 2.2 meters by 4 meters long and will fit in between both of our houses, so no garden will be covered by this build. The garden room. We used to have my office in our spare bedroom, but now we have another girl on the way, so I've been kicked out. I thought this 2.2